Hello and welcome to this third video in the Rein intro series. This one's going to be about working for Bitcoin and doing a routine job. So what I'm going to do is start out by posting a job. I'm just leaving off from the last video. If you didn't catch it, or the intro one, you should check them out. So what I've done since that video was create two more users after Bob. So I've got Alice and Charlie. Alice is a mediator. And I've signed Alice and Charlie up for free hosting also from a couple of local Causeway servers that I'm running here. So the first step in creating a job is going to be Rein post, and we're going to do this as Bob. I'm just going to go ahead and use multi switch for all the commands here because it'll make it a little clearer since I'm using all the users from one instance of Rein, one local database. So I can choose one Bob, and so what it sees, it just checked with the servers and it found that there is one mediator available, Alice. She charges a fee of 1%, and it shows her public key, and we will choose Alice then for this, and now we'll give this a job name, and I'm just going to call this JavaScript widget, like it's a software job. Category, you can type in whatever you want. It's unstructured data at this point, and also description. So I'm just going to keep this simple. Really, this is just a single text field, and once you hit enter, it will be done with this stage. But I'm just going to go ahead and say I need a widget for my website that says hello world. Okay, so once I hit enter there, what this has done is assembled the document, and it signed it with Bob's delegate private key. And so you can see there's a signature here, and it's got a job name, created a job ID, there's a category, there's a description I put in. Now normally you would put in a lot more information about exactly what you're looking for in the job to be complete, maybe a time frame, an expiration date, any other information that's not in the rest of this. And you can see we put the mediator's information, including her public key, which will be required to make multi-sig addresses, and then Bob's information also, so he can also have his he can be included in the multi-sig addresses. So this overall document has been saved in the local documents table in Rein, Python Rein, and now we'll run Rein sync to push it to the available servers. So we'll just change this to Rein sync. Multi, we'll choose Bob. What that's doing is uploading that post, that job post, to the two Causeway servers that Rein is connected to, Python Rein is connected to. So now the next step is going to be, and actually I guess I can bring up the order flow so you can see. So we posted a job already, and now we're going to do the workers submit bids part. So there could be a lot more than just one worker, but in our case we're going to do an example with one worker, and this is Rein bid, multi again, for multi-user. We're picking to be Charlie. So now Charlie's copy of Rein has queried the servers to find jobs that basically have not seen an offer yet. So this is a job, the JavaScript widget job. We'll hit OK. I'm sorry, type 0 to choose that first job. And it shows the full description for what it is, and this can kind of be just for browsing. If you want to stop, you hit Control-C to abort. But we say that and say, okay, he needs a widget, and Charlie's happy to do it. He's let's just say I am great at making widgets. I'll have it done in 2 days. So then we hit enter. Bid amount, let's say, okay, this is going to cost 0.01 bitcoins. Okay, so now that has created this document. Again, we need to do Rein sync to put this document up on the servers so other users can find it. We'll do Rein sync as Charlie, and that will push this document up. The next step in our order flow, the job creator is going to take a look at the available bids. So with that, he's going to go Rein offer. Okay, so he says Rein offer, and we are Bob in this case. And you can see now it shows the different bids that have been posted for any jobs that Bob has open. And that's what this does. So he's going to choose this bid just to really probably just take a closer look at it and read the full description, because this will cut off anything more than like 60 characters. So you can see the full description and the bid amount. So let's say Bob loves this. He says he wants to award this bid. And of course, you need to be careful about this, because once you award it, you're signing an agreement that is cryptographically verifiable. We're really starting this out. So what we're going to do now is we're going to say, oh, go ahead and award the bid. Once again, a new document is created, the Rein offer document, showing the job name. It's got the job ID. It's got the description that that Bob agreed to, that Charlie was going to do, the bid amount. Escrow addresses now have been created. So the Python Rein client has actually assembled two types of addresses, one to get the worker paid, that's the primary one, and then another for the mediator, and that is where funds are stored in a way that they can't go to anyone without the mediator's cooperation. He needs to sign, or she needs to sign the transaction that pays from that address. And so we've got all their public keys are listed in this document, and then also the redeem scripts. So this is a redeem script that will be put into a transaction to pay the funds out to the worker. And then here's the redeem script that will be used, will be put into a transaction and signed by two of the parties at least, including the mediator, to pay hopefully the mediator. So this is now signed, and now Charlie needs to just sync this up so that Bob can, or actually, so now Bob needs to sync this up so that Charlie, when he checks in later, can see that the job's been awarded. Okay, so next step, we are going to do deliver. Let's say, Charlie has finished the job, and here's his offer that he was a part of before, so he knows he's got work that needs to be completed. Choose that job, and then here's the deliverables. Here it is, and then we'll just have like a link to example.com, whatever, widget link.tarball. And or maybe the code can be pasted directly in here if it's not too big. So then we'll say, all right, that's done. And all this stuff is very, very quick. There's not a lot of confirmation, but we're really kind of more at a developer point right here rather than crazy awesome end user situation. So that is the deliver command. And once again, we need to do the sync on Charlie's part to put the delivery up on the servers. And finally, the last step in a normal job process will be accept. And this is where Bob goes and checks out the deliverables that have been put out there. So here you can see JavaScript widget. Here it is. There's a link. He'll hit 0 to review the whole thing. And now he's getting the redeem scripts are put here because he's going to need to put together a transaction that two transactions. Those transactions are actually going to have to include outputs from when Bob funded these addresses before. So he needs this information in order to do all that. And actually to do that, what I would recommend right now is using Coinbin. Coinbin has a facility, this is a version of Coinbin that for Rein has included this mandatory multi-sig address. This is the one that mediators use. But in any case, we have verify and sign. This is very useful because it checks with various services. You can choose which one you want, and it will download unspent outputs that are redeemable by our redeem scripts. So for example, we can go back to pick up this redeem script here for the primary escrow. I'm just going to copy that. I'm going to paste it here and submit this, and this actually will parse it out, and it shows that 3 signatures are required, or 2 signatures are required. And then we can hit submit, and what this will do, let's see here, once we submit this, let's see, oh actually we need to do new transaction, that's right, new transaction. We put the redeem script in here and we can hit load, and what it does is it checks with those services to put together a transaction. And we can take that transaction. So right now this one is just an example, and I didn't fund anything, so I wouldn't fund it because it has these private keys that everyone can see. But in any case, this will help to put it together. Once you hit submit, you can go over to sign, and you'll be able to sign this, take it even to an offline computer and sign it so that the Bob can sign the transaction to pay Charlie, and then Charlie, when he gets it, he'll sign it to pay himself. He'll be happy about that. Okay, so the signed primary payment, this is, if I were going to go through all of this, there would be a longer transaction that's put together that has some real unspent outputs. And this is, I think, why a testnet version of Rein is going to be important going forward. But for now, I'm just going to put in some junk for that payment and also for the mediator payment. And I'm going to say, yes, I am sure. And now we have this signed document that includes the accept delivery. So now we'll do Rein sync to put this document up. And this was Bob accepting the delivery. Finally, I'll just show you Rein status because this is helpful for knowing what transactions a user is involved in. Your user, you, are involved in. And so you can see Bob, he's involved in this job ID here, and his work is accepted. This also shows his delegate private key in case you ever need to provide that to someone. We can do the same for Charlie. And if we do it for Alice, well, her work is done. So she actually is not part of this anymore. That may need to change since she should be getting paid in this. She probably should get notified somehow. But for now, that shows the process right now. If you have any questions, feel free to add a comment to the video. If you want to see more videos like this, then please subscribe. This video is the third in a series of 4. The next one's going to be about disputes and dispute resolution in terms of what Rein can do right now in the alpha. All right, thanks for watching.